The date was December 26, 2008. The place was a small town called Myrtle Creek, Oregon. It was the day after Christmas. Snow covered the ground. Families were still celebrating the holidays. The Foster family seemed like any other. Randy Foster was 38 years old and worked at a local lumber mill. His wife, Sherry, was 37, a homemaker devoted to her children. They had 3 kids, 9-year-old Austin, 8-year-old Connor, and 4-year-old Sabrina. They lived in a modest house on Riddle Street. Neighbors described them as a perfect family. Randy was handy, and Sherry was always friendly. On that December morning, everything seemed normal. Their cars were in the driveway. Their dog was in the backyard. There was no sign of trouble. But by the next morning, the Foster family would be gone, vanished into thin air, and the only clue left behind was a strange, yellow smoke. Neighbor Barbara saw Randy and Sherry clearing snow that afternoon. The kids were playing nearby. Barbara waved, and Sherry waved back. Everything seemed fine. Around 7 p.m., lights were on in the Foster house. The TV was flickering. Shadows moved behind the curtains. But something was about to change. By the next morning, the front door was wide open. Snow was blowing inside. The dog was in the backyard, barking frantically, hungry and cold. When police arrived, they found a house in perfect order. The Christmas tree was lit. Dinner was on the table, uneaten. Glasses of milk half full. The TV was still on. Everything suggested they simply walked out. But their wallets, phones, and winter coats were all still in the house. On the kitchen floor was a strange residue. It was yellowish, almost like smoke had stained the linoleum. Neighbors also reported a strange yellowish haze. One neighbor saw a weird glow from the backyard. It wasn't fire, but a yellow fog. Another smelled sulfur. The results would only deepen the mystery. The investigation, police launched a massive search. Helicopters scanned the area. Dogs tracked scents. Divers searched nearby rivers and lakes. Nothing. The family had simply vanished. 5 people disappeared without a trace. Investigators looked into Randy and Sherry's backgrounds. Randy and Sherry had clean records. They were a happy, stable family. The case went cold. Months passed, years passed. The Foster family became just another missing persons file in a dusty cabinet. But the yellow smoke evidence never went away. The residue from the kitchen floor was analyzed. It wasn't any known chemical. It was something unknown. One forensic analyst described it as anomalous. The FBI got involved. They couldn't identify it either. Years later, a woman came forward. On the night of December 26, 2008, she saw something strange near Myrtle Creek. A family. They were walking along the highway, heading toward the forest. They weren't wearing coats. They just walked, single file, into the trees. The descriptions matched. Randy, Sherry, Austin, Connor, Sabrina, walking into the forest on a freezing night without any reason. Police searched the forest. They found nothing. No bodies, no signs of life. The forest stretched for miles, dense, dark. Why would a happy family just walk away from their lives? The forest held its secrets. As with many mysterious cases, psychics got involved. One claimed to have a vision of the family hiding in a cave, still alive, waiting for something. Another said they were taken by beings of light. Another said they were victims of a government experiment. None of these claims led to anything, but they reflected the public's desperate need for answers. The Foster family had become legend, the subject of podcasts, documentaries, and online forums. Everyone had a theory. No one had proof. Theory number 1. Foul play. Someone killed the family and disposed of their bodies. But there was no evidence of violence, no signs of struggle. And why would a killer leave the house perfectly intact, with food on the table? Theory number 2, voluntary disappearance. Maybe they wanted to start a new life, but they left without money, IDs, or coats in the dead of winter. Theory number 3, government experiment. Some believe the yellow smoke was a chemical agent released by the military, testing something on an unsuspecting family. Theory number 4, paranormal. The yellow smoke, strange glow, and sulfur smell classic, signs of UFOs, portals, or interdimensional travel. Crazy, yet possible. Theory number 5, mass hallucination. Could the entire family have experienced some kind of shared delusion that made them walk into the forest? It's highly unlikely. The yellow smoke remains the most bizarre detail. What was it? Why did it stain the floor? It's a mystery within a mystery. Some suggested a rare chemical reaction or bioluminescent fungus, but nothing explains the sulfur smell. The clue leads nowhere. Every December 26th, online communities light candles for the Foster family. They share theories and memories, hoping for answers that never come. In 2025, a new podcast went viral. In 2026, the case was featured as one of the strangest in history. But still, no answers. What happened to the Foster family? Did they perish in the Oregon forest, or did they somehow start over somewhere else? Randy and Sherry would be in their 50s now. Their children, Austin, Connor, and Sabrina, would all be adults. But they've never come forward. Why did a happy family leave their home in the middle of a winter night, walking into a freezing forest without coats or supplies? And what was the strange yellow residue left on their kitchen floor? These questions haunt the investigators who worked the case. Before they vanished, Sherry Foster told her sister about haunting dreams of a yellow light calling her into the forest. Was it a premonition? Was the yellow smoke connected to her dreams? We may never know the truth behind their disappearance. Their house still stands in Myrtle Creek. The current owners report nothing unusual, but neighbors claim to see something else. Late at night, they see a faint yellow glow near the backyard. Just for a moment, then it's gone. Is it imagination or something waiting? What would make a family walk away from everything they loved? The yellow smoke has never been explained. If you ever see a strange yellow glow in the night, don't follow it. Some mysteries are better left unsolved.